is from Pittsburgh, PA. We are ready to go. Both men with records of 0-3. Quickly, Paw goes to take him down and tries for a guillotine. But Clevenger squirms away, getting out of trouble. And now he's in top position as they've just scrambled into a battle right on the mat. Clevenger on top. Now, we saw Clevenger here the first time we came to the Tadmore Shrine back in June for Caged Madness 25, and that didn't work out for Clevenger as he lost to a fellow Justin White. But now it's about 6 months later, and he's back at the Tadmore Shrine trying to get into the win column. Clevenger's on top as Clevenger now floating into side control and now trying to establish some dominance here. Cranking on the neck. Paw trying to pull guard. Clevenger in good position on top. Paw trying to keep Clevenger close, trying to neutralize his offense, but he lands a couple of rights to the body as Paw trying to fight off his back here. Clevenger hammering away to the body and now to the head. Paw looking for an escape route here as Clevenger pressing the action right up against the cage. Clevenger close to his corner, getting a little bit of advice. They're telling him to posture up. Paw trying to push away from the cage. And the referee trying to, you see a little more action here. We'll see if he can posture up and land these punches that his corner is talking about. But, you know, Paul's doing a good job of neutralizing him. Paul's been him from getting up and landing those big shots. So we're seeing some good defense out of the Pitbull Steve Paul here. Uh-oh, referee's going to stand him up. So a good chess match there on the mat, but the ref wants to see him be a little more obviously active. They were active on the mat, I thought. And now, Paw, we're on the feet, throwing out those lefts. And Clevenger scoops him up, goes for a takedown, but he kind of rams him right against the cage. Now lifts him off his feet and slams him down. Very nicely done. Justin Clevenger with an impressive slam. I think we're getting close to the end of round one, if I'm not mistaken. Clevenger ends up in side control. Looking to land some blows here. 10 seconds left in round one. Paw trying to pull guard. It's not working. We'll see if Clevenger can follow up on that slam. Gets a shot to the body, and that's it. Round one is over. Well, Steve Paw had his moments. He had some good defense on the mat, but I would definitely have to give round one to Clevenger, especially with that emphatic slam. He went for the takedown. Paw was able to back himself up against the cage to prevent the takedown, but then Clevenger didn't give up on it, lifted him completely off his feet and slammed him down. So, an emphatic round one in the corner of Justin Clevenger in this battle of 0-3 lightweights. That's 155 pounds. This is definitely the biggest crowd we've had here at the Tadmore Shrine. Third time we've been here, and it is really packed in. It's not a sellout, but there's a lot more fans than empty seats. I think the word is spread about how good these shows have been, and now we're reaping the rewards of that. Everybody here at Explosive Fight Promotions. And the action's been very good. We're only in the third fight here. A lot of good stuff so far. Okay, and now Steve Paw getting a little advice from his corner. And we're about to start round two, Justin Clevenger and Steve Paw. As they try to make sure that cage door is going to shut and stay shut. And now it's shut. Round two is underway. Paw's corner, calling for the jab. He's throwing it out there, sort of measuring it, not landing it yet. Both men have the same idea. And then Clevenger starts throwing some overhand rights. Paul was able to duck most of them, but now Clevenger has him down on the mat, and now he's landing some rights. Paul trying to block him, but a series of right hands, and he continues to batter away. Clevenger looking very good here, and Paul is on the defensive one more time. Paul trying to escape and grab an arm. Well, he got tired of getting hit by the right arm, so he thought he'd grab the left arm and yank it for all it's worth. Clevenger able to battle back into the previous position and rain down more left hand hammer fist this time. As Paul, again, looking for some refuge here. But Clevenger is all over him. Knees to the body by Clevenger as his corner called for. Clevenger out of Warfare MMA. Great offensive display by Clevenger. And Paul is in pretty big trouble here. He's trying to grab him in a triangle, but to no avail as Clevenger slips out. Paul, again, gamely trying to keep himself in this fight on defense. Now looking for a key lock is Clevenger. He's torquing away on that key lock on the left arm of Paul. We'll see if he can get a submission out of this. Trying to crank away. He's in great position to work on the key lock. How long can Paul endure this? And now following up with some lefts is Clevenger. Here come the left hands by Clevenger. Clevenger dominating here, and the ref is going to stop it. Clevenger gets his first win. It's a big victory as Justin Clevenger is now 1-3. Steve Paul drops to 0-4. It's a second round technical knockout win for Clevenger.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time at 2 minutes, 41 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO, Justin Clevenger.
Justin Clevenger, congratulations. After your last 3 fights, you're able to get into the win column. What was the difference that worked well for you in this fight that maybe didn't work in the previous 3?
Just hard work, determination, great guys. Justin, why not time in the screen guys around?
Seemed like you were very comfortable on the feet and you almost had that key last position there too. So I feel like you're really coming forward for well-rounded 4 fights under your belt.
Sorry.
All right, thank you very much. Justin Clevenger is your winner.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you come out here March 21st through the 23rd for the largest fundraiser of the year. It is the circus is coming to town right here at the Latin Shrine Temple. It is the biggest fundraiser of the year, benefiting the Shriners hospitals throughout the nation. Free health care for all of our children in need. Well, make sure you donate to the Burn hospitals right outside the arena, and also enter the chance to win a custom super glide courtesy of the Greater Akron Motorcycle Club. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you come out here March 21st through the 20th. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds and takes place in the heavyweight division. Introducing your
I say hello to Paul Brailer from Crib Tai Do, checking this out on the Google Hangout. Glad you could be here, Paul, for the action. We got a lot more action to go. Oh. I say hello to Paul Braylor from Riptide Notes, checking us out on the Google Hangout. Glad you here, Paul, for the action. We got a lot more action to go. This is Jeff Gorman. We are at Tadmore Shrine in Akron, Ohio, and we are announcing Caged Madness 27 from Explosive Fight Promotions. Glad all of you could be here. We've had a great night of action so far at Caged Madness 27. We have 3 fights down and we have 11 to go. And we are ready to go with Brian Howe against Pete Hernandez as we have the ring announcements for our heavyweight fight.
Introducing your comebacks first. Fighting out of the red corner, 75 feet 9 inches tall and weighing at 205 pounds. He is a veteran of 11 MMA bouts, representing Top Dog MMA. He hails from the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Please welcome the Tarantula, Brian Howe. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting in the blue corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing in at 212 pounds. A veteran of the 9 MMA bouts, representing BTW, he hails from Sandusky, Ohio. Please welcome Pete Hernandez.
We are underway with heavyweight action here. Brian the Tarantula Howe mixing it up with Pete Hernandez, and both men trying to pull each other to the mat. Hernandez breaks free, and now Howe grabbing the left arm here, trying to get an arm lock while Hernandez is going for the right leg. They're both trying to get some kind of a hold on each other, and a bit of a stalemate so far up against the cage. And Hernandez completes the takedown and gets top position on Brian Howe. Howe tries to buck him off, and he keeps fighting for it, and he does. Howe reverses Brian the Tarantula Howe, mixing it up with Pete Hernandez, and both men trying to pull each other to the mat. Howe looking good here, pounding away. Got some good right-handed shots in there. Brian Howe looking good right now. He's able to overcome that early takedown by Hernandez. Gets in a few right-handed shots. And now looking to do some more damage as Hernandez is on the defensive. Nice right hand, and Howe lands another one. He's taking his shots here as Hernandez not really able to keep him at bay. Now holding the legs and kicking him in the leg is Howe. Howe taking his time, pushes the legs aside, comes in and grabs the head. So, Brian Howe, the Tarantula, with a record of 5-6, doing pretty well so far against Pete Hernandez, who is 3-6 in this heavyweight battle. And the Tarantula controlling things on the mat here, and Hernandez is unable to get out of it right now. Action taking place in Hernandez's corner. And Hernandez now looking for the right arm, trying to break loose somehow, turning inwards toward Howe, but he's really been on the defensive, and Howe starts hammering away one more time. And now looking for the back now, trying to grab a rear naked choke, but Hernandez turns in to avoid it. But Hernandez has not been able to get any offense going here since the first 20 seconds or so. It's been all Brian Howe ever since. Trying to block these shots and come back with some of his own, trying to punch upwards at Brian Howe, but he's just not in a good position. Howe is basically on top of him right now. Nearing the end of round one, Brian Howe controlling things very well on Pete Hernandez. And that'll do it. So, round one is in the books, and it is firmly in the books of Brian Howe. On here. We're doing a live stream on here too. Did you want to say anything on here? Yeah.
Intimidation clothing. I'm seeing here on the clothing in MMA. 25 for 1, 2 for 40. Cut Diesel. And Bud Light.
I'm joined here at Cage Time with David McKinney. What do you think of that first round, David?
Big first round for Brian Howe there. Looked very good. I thought Peter Hernandez was going to get the takedown there, but it was actually Brian Howe who ended up on top of control and counted him out throughout the first round.
That's right. It was a very dominant performance, and you have to ask yourself, would you go 10-8 on that? I wouldn't say so. He wasn't really doing a ton of damage where it was bleeding all over the place and really getting mauled, but he was definitely controlled. So I would go ahead and say round one would firmly be in the books of Brian Howe as we get ready for round two in this heavyweight battle. We are ready for round two at Caged Madness 27. It's Brian Howe and Pete Hernandez in the heavyweight fight. This is fight number 4 out of 14. And Hernandez has to come up with something different because round one did not work out for him. Hernandez starts with a leg kick that doesn't land, and Howe comes back with one that does land. Howe with a left to the face. And Hernandez is going to have to start finding out what he does best and go for it here because Howe is throwing punches with confidence. Goes out that left push kick and then an overhand right. Howe picking his shots right now. As Hernandez, again, throwing that leg kick, but is throwing himself off balance. And now Howe is coming back with one of his own. Might be time for Hernandez to abandon the leg kick and stick with the punches, perhaps. Battle on the feet. We are getting ready for another heavyweight fight here in Akron, Ohio at Caged Madness 27. Chris Wood and Crazy Ray Hollis. Let's listen in.
The referee in charge of the action is Dan Balls. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting into the red corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 246.5 pounds, and even MMA record of 1. And the 1 is an independent fighter and hails from Madison, Ohio. Please welcome Chris the Shamrock Wood. His opponent across the cage to my right side of the corner, 75 feet 11 inches tall and weighing in at 219 pounds. Also an even MMA record of 1. And 1 representing Team Bundy. He hails from the rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome Crazy Ray Hollis.
We are ready to go with heavyweight action here at Caged Madness 27, a battle of heavyweights who are both 1-1. It's Chris the Shamrock Wood taking on Crazy Ray Hollis. Jeff Gorman here at ringside calling the action. It's been a great night of fights so far, and we've still got a lot to go. They touch gloves, and off we go. Wood and Hollis. We saw Wood here last time, which was back in October at Caged Madness 26. And Wood was on the receiving end of a loss to Jonathan Ramsey in about a minute and a half by TKO. So that was his first loss to go with his first win. So he's going to try to get back in the win column here. He got staggered with a right, and now Hollis pounding away with lefts and rights. Wood trying to recover by grabbing the left leg and looking for a takedown. But Hollis is trying to put him out with a guillotine. Trying to control that head. Hollis is up against the cage going for the guillotine. I'm not sure if he's really got it the way he wants. Looks like Wood has a lot of room to escape, and he does. Wood turning his head in to avoid the guillotine completely. And now, a knee to the body by Ray Hollis. Hollis out of Team Bundy in Cleveland. First time we've seen him here in Explosive Fight Promotions. Both fighters are 1-1. Hollis has Wood up against the cage and lands another knee. He's done a good job of neutralizing the weight advantage. We've got a couple of heavyweights in there, but Wood has a 26.5-pound weight advantage. Hollis with a 2-inch height advantage. And now Wood trying to get a little separation, but Hollis landing some nice lefts and rights. Windmill punches here as Wood is trying to cover up. Hollis is teeing off with lefts to the face. And Wood is one tough dude. Got punched right in the face a couple times, and he's still in there. He's like a tank. And now Wood surviving that flurry, and now he's trying to grab a guillotine choke on Hollis. Dragging him down by the head. Hollis is not in very good position at all right now as Wood controlling him with this guillotine. I'm not sure if he's going to get a tap. They're going to stand him up. Hollis was not in a good position. And he's right back in this fight. Wood had good position, but nothing was really happening. So the ref wanted to get him going. A good, strong left to the jaw by Crazy Ray Hollis. But Wood continues his relentless assault as he just pushes Hollis up against the cage. It is hard to stop Chris Wood. And now Wood landing some knees to the back of the thigh of Ray Hollis. Close to the end of an action-packed round one. Both men looking for an exclamation point. And Hollis tried to trip him down. He ended up tripping himself down. But that's the end of round one. That was quite a fun first round. What? What are you saying? Up there? We're not plugged in. All action in round one between these two 1-1 heavyweights, Chris Wood and Ray Hollis. That was very entertaining, and I dare say the second round will probably be even more entertaining. Both men were able to do a lot there. Both guys going for guillotine chokes. Both guys landing some strikes. I think Hollis landed a few more strikes, but Wood showing a tremendous chin. He just got walloped in the face with left hands a couple of times, but he just shrugged him off. That is some toughness right there. Both men are tough. Of course, anybody who steps in the cage has my undying admiration in the toughness category. I could never do that, not for 1 second. We are ready for heavyweights in round two. Chris Wood and Ray Hollis. I can say hi to our friends all over the world, including Paul Brayler of Crib Taido, who's checking us out on the Hangout. As everybody trying to get in on this action, whether it be from the comfort of their own home or right here at the Tadmor Shrine. Here comes round two. And both men earning each other's respect in a big way after round one. Hollis trying to open up the punches. He's showing some confidence. He got a right in there and drills him with a left. Superman punch attempted there by Wood, but he opened himself up to take about 3 more shots from Hollis. So, again, Wood stopping this offensive onslaught by grabbing the head and possibly going for a guillotine choke here, neutralizing that offense of Hollis. Wood getting some instructions from his corner. He's an independent fighter, but he's, takes him down now. And now he's trying to sink in that guillotine. And now the guillotine, he sort of lets go of that and is going to pull guard here. Hollis having a hard time getting some offense going, even though he's got top position right now. Wood fighting on his back, controlling the head of Ray Hollis. And this has turned into a ground battle. It's really been up and down. We've seen them on the feet, we've seen them on the mat. And now Hollis trying to gather himself for an offensive flurry here. He postures up and trying to land some more of those impressive punches. Wood looking for an up kick, and now a leg lock by Hollis. Of course, heel hooks are not allowed in the amateur ranks. He was in a great position to go for one if this was a pro fight. But now, Wood able to move himself in position, in the top position right now, as he's going to try to take them out. They're saying posture up and go to town. Let's see if he can do it. Trying to get a couple right hands in there. But Ray Hollis is keeping him close to avoid any major damage. Wood looking for a left. Hollis fighting on his back, and it's not working. He's not pulling guard. He's in a vulnerable spot right now. Wood trying to soften up the body. And Hollis able to buck him off. Nice job getting the bigger man, that 26-pound weight advantage, off of him. Great defense shown there by Ray Hollis. But now he's able to work things around to where Hollis is on top. Again, a very evenly matched fight here between Wood and Hollis. It's been more of a ground battle here in round two. And now Hollis trying to do some damage. Hollis trying to land something here. Wood on his back. Throws a left and a right, and that is going to do it for round two. So we're going to head to round three. Very good even fight.
final round of this heavyweight contest. Make sure you check out March.
I haven't been scoring these rounds individually, but I've got to go 19-19. This has been a very evenly matched fight. We're seeing Hollis throwing some very good punches, but we're seeing Wood coming back with an iron chin and then controlling him with the guillotine attempts and able to use his weight to keep Hollis from continuing to land those great shots. So something's got to give here in round 3. We've seen some great action here tonight. We saw Brian Howe with an impressive win over Pete Hernandez in the heavyweight ranks, and now right back with another heavyweight fight, and we are ready to go for round 3. Hollis gets his mouthpiece. He's going to need it. And let's see what these two have left to show us in the final 3 minutes of this amateur heavyweight fight. Chris the Shamrock Wood and Crazy Ray Hollis. Here we go. Hollis opens things with a leg kick. Wood loading up a big right, doesn't quite land, and now they're battling with the underhooks. Hollis on the inside, Wood with his back up against the cage. Wood's right in his corner, getting some advice. Hollis looking for a takedown, and he gets it. And Wood getting guard here. Hollis in top position right now. These two, very evenly matched. We've seen a lot of impressive work from both men. Hollis in top position, and we'll see what he can do. Wood trying to control his head, but Hollis is getting that head up, trying to load something up. Oh, there's a left to the head. Hollis lands another shot to the side of Wood's head. Wood taking a few shots here is going to have to do something different because this is a very close fight. This is the decisive third round. Referee calling for a little more action. So far, he's getting some. He's getting some lefts from Hollis, who postures up, lands another left, and some double hammer fist to the head by Hollis. Very nicely done. Loading up both fists, crashing them both down together. That's going to impress the judges. Continuing top position right now, we've got Chris Wood on the bottom, Crazy Ray Hollis on the top, right here in front of the broadcast position. Glad to see all of you joining us here. And the ref is going to stand him up. Glad you're listening to the audio or checking out the hangout. And we're ready to go. They're back on their feet. Let's see if anyone has a final bomb or two in the last minute or so. Wood threw a big right and it was ducked. Went for a takedown, but Hollis squirmed loose. He did not go along for the ride. He got loose and he got on top position again. And now, Hollis' corner trying to tell him to relax. His guys from Team Bundy in Cleveland. He doesn't have things completely under control, but he's in good position right now because most of this round has gone his way. He just has to avoid making a mistake and land a few more meaningful shots, and I think that's what he's about to do. He's taking his time, loading up and landing a left. And now some rights to the side of the head. Wood having a hard time here. He hasn't been able to get the offense he wanted, and it looks like this fight is about to end. That's it. The fight is over. Couple of great heavyweights and a good slugfest. We're going to keep it here and get the official decision, and I will interview the winner. And both men showing each other some sportsmanship. Chris Wood and Ray Hollis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final bell has rung and your judges have spoken. All three judges, John Bells, Justin Floor, and Mike Berry, saw it the same. 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision from Team Bundy, Crazy Ray Hollis.
Congratulations to you, Crazy Ray Hollis. A great fight, a very hard-fought battle. What did you think after you hit Chris Wood with a couple of those really good shots and he didn't go down? He was a tough fighter. First of all, like, thank Chris Wood for being out here and for giving so much. Being homeless and doing relational issues. Congratulations to you and the man who had the most patience with my coaches. My fans for Team Bundy. I need it! You did a super job. Congratulations. Anything else you like before we go? You see what you need. All right, a big victory for Crazy Ray Hollis. He is 2-1.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank Legend Sports Bar, your fight clothing, 15 for 1, 2 for 25. Intimidation clothing, unseen or vendor clothing in MMA, 25 for 1, 2 for 40. Cock Diesel and Sun Life. Make sure you participate in the Greater Akron Motorcycle Club raffle. The grand prize, a custom super flag. Make sure you donate online, donate outside to the Burn Hospitals. Help children in need. 12:50, February 2nd, Super Bowl party, food and drinks, and the big game. And every Friday is a $9 fish fry, all you can eat. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It takes place in the 185-pound weight division. Introducing your combatants first. Fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Devin Kelsher.
Getting ready for action in the middleweight division. Devin Kelcher about to take on Brandon Jackman at Caged Madness 27. Middleweight fight coming up.
That's okay.
Huh? It's fine, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds and takes place in the 185-pound weight division. Your referee in charge of the action is Jerry Chris. Introducing your comebacks. First, fighting into the red corner, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing at 181 pounds. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut inside this cage, representing Evolve MMA. He hails from Madison, Ohio. Please welcome the KO Kid Culture. He's opponent across the cage to my right, fighting into the blue corner, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing at 182.5 pounds. This is his 4th MMA bout inside the cage, representing Absolute MMA. He is from the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Please welcome Brandon Jackman.
We are ready for middleweight action here at Caged Madness 27. Jeff Gorman here at Cage Side, and we have got the KO Kid, Devin Kelcher, making his debut from Evolve. He's from Madison, Ohio, about to take on Brandon Jackman. More of a veteran. He's had 3 fights. He's lost them all, though, so he's looking for his first win. Brandon Jackman out of Pittsburgh. Both then trading blows on the feet, trying to establish some dominance, and Jackman comes in with a leg kick that lands on the hip. Kelcher trying to live up to his KO. Whoa, trying to live up to his KO nickname, and he does drop him with a punch just as I said that. And now pounding away, and they stop it. It is a KO for the KO Kid, Devin Kelcher. Just like that. Well, in a second, I'm going to go up to Cage Side and interview the KO Kid, Devin Kelcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 25 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO, and now undefeated, Devin Kelcher.
Devin Kelcher, congratulations, a very successful debut. It couldn't have gone any better. Tell us how you got the nickname, the KO Kid.
Well, my buddy Kyle Rosinski, I think he came up to the pit fight, didn't it? Had a kickboxing smoker, and got a first round TKO. So
It'd be pretty amazing to come in here and be able to do that in your first fight. Tell me how you were able to prepare for this one and how the Evolve team is coming to you.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I can't thank all my friends and family at Evolve enough. I'm speechless already.
Congratulations, Devin Kelcher, on a successful debut in the cage.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our sponsors this evening for making this event possible. Legend Sports Bar, Your Fight Clothing, Unseen Underminder Clothing and MMA, Intimidation Clothing, Bud Light, Diesel. We'd like to thank the Shriners for hosting us once again in their circus, March 21st through the 23rd. Make sure you participate. Bring your family down for a great time under the big top. This benefits ill children all across the planet. Also, burn hospitals, please donate outside to a great cause, and make sure you enter the Greater Akron Motorcycle Club raffle The grand prize is a custom Super Glide. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds and takes place at a catch weight of 175 pounds. Introducing your combatants first. Fighting into the red corner, please welcome Tyler Charlotte.
It's a nice background.
Oh, it's awesome. It used to be a big Scootaloo song. Yeah, I know. Welcome back, folks, to Caged Madness 27. This is our last fight before intermission. We'll have 7 more after this, but it's really been an amazing night of action. We've seen some battles that have gone all the way, and then we just saw Devin Kelleher with a 25-second knockout. Came in here calling himself the KO Kid, and that is exactly what he did. Now we're getting ready for a catchweight fight with Tyler Schlereth, I should say, about to take on Matt Matlock. I'd like to say hello to all my friends, including J-Rock and the Sports Fix, who's done a great job helping me promote this show, Caged Madness 27, and just all the help they've done in my career with Browns 101, Indians 101, give me the chance to come on the show and talk Browns and Indians, and it's really been great to be associated with the Sports Fix and with J-Rock for many years. So thanks for being on the team and helping out with Caged Madness 27. And you should always listen to the Sports Fix on thesportsfix.net. Every day from noon to every weekday from noon to 1:30, and often there's so much good talk it goes past 1:30. I'm on there Tuesday and Friday talking Indians and Browns, but you should check it out every day. It's some great Cleveland sports talk. We've had 6 fights so far. Like I mentioned, the big KO victory for Devin Kelleher, but we saw Brian Howe with an impressive win in the heavyweight division over Pete Hernandez, and we had Ray Hollis with a hard-fought heavyweight battle over Chris Wood. Let's go up to the cage for Schlereth versus Matlock.
Fighting into the red corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, and weighing in at 179 and 1/2 pounds, with an MMA record of 0-1. He is an independent fighter and hails from Mount Vernon, Ohio. Please welcome Tyler Charlotte. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting into the blue corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing in at 173 pounds, with an MMA record of 0-2. Representing a Nightmare MMA, he hails from Zanesville, Ohio. Please welcome that Massacre Matlock.
We are ready for a catchweight fight here. Tyler Schlereth at 179.5, taking on Matt Matlock at 173. But possibly the bigger stat is the height. Matlock has a 5-inch height advantage, 5'11" to Schlereth at 5'6". So we'll see if he can use that to his advantage here as they battle it out in the cage. Tyler Schleret and Matt Matlock just before intermission here at Caged Madness 27. Nice right hand there by Matlock, but Schleret bowls him all the way across the cage and into the cage. Trying to get them underhooked here. And Matlock battling back, reversing position, and Matlock lands a couple of knees and another. Trying to take some of the starch out of Tyler Schleret. And a nice combination of punches by Matlock. And landing a few more. Schleret tried to land a few, but it was Matlock using that height advantage to keep him at bay. He kept him at bay with his left arm and landed some shots with his right, and he's doing it again. Good looking uppercuts by Matlock. And now Schleret's going to have to go to plan B. He's coming in, but he's running into that height advantage. He's got to do something different. Schleret trying to put some punches together here. And now the pace is slowed a little bit here in this stand-up battle. A couple of huge right hands, but Schleret ducked both of them. Matlock stalking in. Schleret counters with a body kick. And a right to the body by Matlock, and he follows with a left to the head. Matlock opening up the offense with knees and punches. Schleret firing back. And now Matlock trying to pummel Schleret against the cage. He's landing some good shots here. And Schleret is clearly on the defensive. Matlock hammering with uppercuts. Schleret able to duck one, and he takes him down. And that's not a bad strategy because Matlock was really doing well on the feet. Schleret's going to have to do something on the mat because the stand-up is not working against the bigger Matlock. And now Matlock with the guillotine choke. But Schleret standing up to alleviate some of the pressure. Trying to fight his way out of this guillotine attempt. And again using that height. Cranking on this guillotine choke, trying to get him to tap. Can he do it? He's just using the height and cranking back on the guillotine. And Schleret is in big trouble here. Ref is checking him. Well, no, it's over. The ref's going to stop it, or maybe it was a tap. I think the ref stopped it. We'll find out. But in any event, it's an impressive win for Matlock. A hard-fought victory. Tyler Schleret almost survived that first round, but with just a couple seconds to go, Matlock was able to use that guillotine choke to secure the victory. Again, not sure if Schleret tapped or if the ref just stopped it. We'll probably find out in just a second. But clearly, a good win for Matlock, who is in the win column now. He's 1-2. Schleret drops to 0-2. I'm going to go interview Matlock in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time limits. 52 seconds of round number one winner. I cannot do a standing guillotine choke. Massacre.
Matlock. Congratulations. Very impressive game. Happy to score on the feet. We're going to get the guillotine choke. What did you learn from the first two fights that was able to help you get your first victory? All right, congratulations. The first victory for Matt.
And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a brief intermission. And we'll come back for the second half of today's show.
It's a brief 20-minute intermission. Very glad that you can join us on the Hangout. Jeff Gorman here at Cage Side. It's Caged Madness 27. We've had some great shows here at the Tadmore Shrine in Akron, Ohio, my hometown. This is our third one, and we're in one of the best, and the crowd has definitely been the best. And we're only halfway done. We got 7 more fights to go, so stay tuned. We got a championship match in our main event, which will be for the Explosive Fight Promotions featherweight title. That's 145, and a lot of good, strong, experienced fighters coming your way. So stay tuned. The second half of Cage Madness 27 is coming your way. Nice.
Correct. Check. Okay. Everybody get ready. I got beautiful Macy up here. She's going to throw some things from Bud Light and from Intimidation Clothing and all blood work. You need any blood work, you'll find her. Say Intimidation. Okay, Mace, if she's going to go on cheers, so start cheer.
All officials, cage side, please. All officials, cage side, please.
Do you think you're getting the feedback from this? What?
I was that one time, but
No, on the recording.
I can hear it a little bit in the background.
Okay, let's check the first couple. Hold on.
We are ready to go with heavyweight action.
No, I don't think it matters. I think what I'm hearing is this, live streaming. Whoops, I'm just talking on live streaming.
Ah, that's okay. See that?
I can say something back. Where is it?
I think we're starting again pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds. It takes place in the 170-pound weight division. Introducing your combatants. First, running out of the red corner, please welcome Delby Alford.
We are getting ready for the second half of Caged Madness 27. Jeff Gorman here in Akron, Ohio at the Tadmore Shrine. And we've got Delby Alford getting set to step into the cage for welterweight action. Alford is 2-2, and he's going to take on Marvin Rolls, who is 4-6.
Fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Marvin Roll.
Thanks to all of you for joining us at Cage Madness 27 as Marvin Rolls is about to step in the cage. We've seen Rolls a few times here. He's a very tough guy. He's looking to bounce back from a loss to Rocky Clark from our first show here in June. We'll see what Marvin Rolls can do as he takes on Delby Alford. All right. And while you're here on my YouTube channel, The Jeff D. Gorman, check out the videos and make sure you subscribe and like those videos, and that's all very good. So glad you could join us, and feel free to stick around as a subscriber. All right. Before this fight gets underway, feel free to leave a comment here on the Hangout and leave your Twitter handle. Maybe we can give you a shout out.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 30-minute rounds that takes place in the 170-pound weight division. Your referee in charge of the action is Terry Chris. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighing in at 170 pounds, an even MMA record of 2-2. Representing top dog MMA, he hails from Zanesville, Ohio. Please welcome Delby the Assassin Alford. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 176 pounds, a veteran of 10 MMA bouts, representing Triple Threat MMA. He hails from Mentor, Ohio. Please welcome Marvin Rolls.
Here we go, the second half of Cage Madness 27. Jeff Gorman here at cage side, and we've got Delby Alford taking on Marvin Rolls, welterweight action to kick off the second half of the show. Here we go. Alford out of Zanesville, Ohio. He is 6'3". He's got a 6-inch height advantage on Rolls, but Rolls with the experience advantage. He's 4-6. Alford is 2-2. Rolls showing some different looks, switching back and forth. But Alford getting those big long arms in there. But now Rolls backs him up against the cage, nails him with a couple of shots to the stomach. But now Alford has turned it around on him. And Rolls reverses it right back. So Alford's back up against the cage right now. Landing a couple of knees. One to the waist, one to the stomach by Rolls. Alford turns it around and responds in kind. Everyone's calling for foot stomps around here, but they seem to be going for the knees to the midsection. That seems to be the weapon of choice, as Alford does it again. And there's the foot stomp everybody was looking for by Delby Alford. Rolls turns it around, as these two have been pretty evenly matched up here. Let's see what Rolls can do. He got the knee. Alford goes for a takedown, but a nice sprawl by Rolls to avoid it, and now Rolls comes out on top. That was very good defense by Marvin Rolls. We saw Marvin Rolls a couple of shows ago back on Cage Madness 25 here in June as he took on Rocky Clark and lost, so he's trying to bounce back from that one. It's been an evenly matched bout, but Rolls on top right now. He's trying to posture up. He can't get his right arm free, but his left arm is, and so he's landing some lefts to the side of the head. Alford is not in very good position here. He's not really able to use his legs to get out of trouble, and he's kind of stuck in Rawls' corner. Now grabbing the head to keep Rawls close as he's unable to get any kind of guard going here. So that's his only line of defense right now. But now he's trying to use the legs to buck Rawls off of him. Rawls with a couple punches to the side of the head, and Rawls has now started to take control of this fight, at least from a positional standpoint, even though he's not getting a ton of damage in there right now. He's taken the big man off his feet and neutralized that height advantage. Trying to go for, he was going for an Americana for a second there on the left arm of Alford, but Alford able to get out of it. Rawls continues to stay on top, and we're about the end of round one. Alford reverses it, and now round one is over. So Rawls controls things most of the way in round one.
70-pound weight division.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Delby Alford try to keep this second round on the feet, use that height advantage, because when it went down to the mat, that advantage was not there for him, and Rawls, using his cunning, using his smarts, was able to stay out of trouble and control the fight on the mat. So I'm going to give round one to Marvin Rawls. David, what do you think of the first fight? I got David McKinney here. What do you say about round one?
Back and forth first round, it looked like Delby Alford had a little bit of advantage on the feet, and then when it went to the ground, it was pretty much all Marvin Rawls.
All right, that's the way it looked from round one. Make sure you check out David McKinney. He's at MMA McKinney. If you follow him, you've got your finger on the pulse of MMA because this guy is everywhere. Round two just about set to go. Delby Alford and Marvin Rawls in welterweight action. Here we go. Round two. Alford and Rawls kick things off. Alford landing a couple of leg kicks, using that height, and Rawls responds in time and almost takes Alford off his feet. Trying to combine leg kicks and punches is Alford, but Rawls comes back with a leg kick of his own. So far, Rawls' leg kicks have been a little more effective. Now pushing Alford up against the side of the cage. See if either man goes for a takedown here. This isn't, again, not playing to Alford's strengths here. Picks him up and drives him head first to the canvas. That was a nice move by Alford. Of course, Rawls is on top right now, but that was a very impressive takedown by Delby Alford. Alford spreading those big legs out, trying to get himself some leverage, but Rawls is right there in the middle and staying on top one more time. Rawls controlling this fight from a positional standpoint, and now raining down left hands to the body, and I should say right hands to the body, and then a big one to the head. So Rawls took his time and found an opening to land some good shots here, but again, he's got Alford down on his back, and that's working very well for him.
Right leg, there you go. Push your right leg.
Alford trying to fight from the bottom, throwing a few rights here, and now trying to pound on the back of the head, but Rawls has things controlled. Now the ref is going to stand him up. Back to the feet they go in the middle of round two. Nice push kick there by Alford, and follows up with a left. He's got to keep doing that. He's got to use his length. Putting those strikes together, they both went for leg kicks at the same time, and Alford got a right hand. Rawls steps in with a right of his own. Alford goes behind and takes him down. Now he's going to try to dig some hooks here. This could be the best position Alford's had, but can he capitalize? It's not working. It's too high. He's way too high, and he's flipped himself over, and now Rawls is on top. So that rear naked choke attempt did not work. Now Rawls in a good position here if he can get his arms free to land some shots because Alford is totally upside down right now. He's upside down against the door of the cage. But now he's got a bit of a body lock on him, even though he's still upside down. We're almost at the end of round one, and now Alford is able to land some shots to the back of the, well, to the side of the head. He's got the back position and lands some good shots. So Alford ends the round strong.
This is your third and final round of this 170-pound contest.
So things went a little bit better for Delby Alford in round two, even though he spent much of the time on his back with Rawls in control, but he looked a little better at the beginning of the round and a little better at the end of the round. I'm going to make that round even, so I've got Marvin Rawls on top 20-19 as we go into round three.
Future generation. Make sure you donate outside to the Burn Hospitals and purchase your raffle ticket at the Greater Akron Motorcycle Club raffle. Grand prize, a custom Super Glide.
You're on the radio right now.
We are about to get underway with round three of Marvin Rawls against Delby Alford. Welterweight action. It's been pretty close. I would say Rawls is in control. He's using his experience. He's being very calm. He's letting the fight come to him, and he's waiting for his shots, and it's working for him. Here comes round three. Marvin Rawls and Delby Alford. Let's see if the bigger man, Alford, has an answer for Rawls in round three. Alford gets a left hand in there. Rawls fires back with a right. Alford comes in with a kick to the leg. Rawls keeps throwing out that sweeping leg kick, trying to keep Alford off balance. Stepping in with a right hand is Alford. Rawls is in the center of the cage as Alford's circling around the right outside. Both men throwing those leg kicks out there. Neither man landing anything huge in the stand-up. And now a nice shot to the body by Alford. They almost knocked knees there when they were throwing leg kicks. Rawls, again, being very patient, taking his time, looking for the shot he wants. And Alford may have to start thinking about what can I throw out there that's going to win this fight, because he's a little bit behind on points. He may have to do something dramatic here. Nice right hand by Alford. Rawls steps in, throws a right that misses. So things are going a little bit Alford's way here in round three, but not in an emphatic way. Good right to the head by Alford, and he's starting to take control, at least on the judges' scorecards in round three. Rawls with a kick, and Alford responds. They're sort of trading shots back and forth. No major combinations from either man. Rawls gets that right in there. Looks like these two are pretty content to keep round three on the feet and take their chances. If I was Rawls, I might think about going for a takedown here because that's worked for him in the first two rounds with going for position on the mat. Alford has Rawls up against the cage. It's been an impressive round, but he's running out of time to do something big. Trying to soften him up a little bit with some knees to the leg. Alford now starting to use that size advantage. He's controlling him up against the cage. We are almost done. Last few seconds of this fight. Alford looked good in round three, but the question is, will it be enough? And that's it. We are done. A good welterweight battle here. Marvin Rawls and Delby Alford. This was pretty close. I don't think Rawls won that last round. I think Alford had to take that round. I'm actually going to call this one a draw. Each man won one of the rounds, and I think that middle round was a draw, so I'm calling the whole fight a draw. I hope I'm not right as far as everybody else, because it's always good to have a decisive winner. I'm going to go find out who the winner is, and I'll interview the winner, if we have one, afterwards.
Good stuff, Delbert.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your those round of applause for a hard-fought 170-pound contest. The final bell has rung in your judges has spoken. All three judges joined us. Justin Core and Mike Perry saw the same 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision from Trevor Alford
Congratulations. Very good hard-fought fight. One of the taller opponent. I'm there you from Zion here. Also, we're able to come back and this time to see the good circle. Quick workout with ball for you. And this is the 11th fight that you've had, and it seems like you were really patient in there. Taking your time, both the shots you wanted. You started out with a serious fighter, you didn't dominate the entire fight, but you got your shots, and you to it, and it was not too bad. Hey, congratulations to 5th victory in the career of Marvin Rawls.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our following sponsors for making this event possible. Legend Sports Bar, your fight clothing, check it out. 1 for 15 or 2 for 25. Intimidation Clothing, Unseen Urbana Clothing and MMA, 1 for 25 or 2 for 40. Top Diesel, and your undisputed king of beers, Budweiser. Make sure you donate to the Burns Hospital and purchase your raffle ticket for the Greater Akron Motorcycle Club raffle. The grand prize is a custom super ride. Join us right here February 2nd for 12:50 food drinks for the Super Bowl party. And every Friday night, come right here for one of the best fish fries around. Only $9, all you can eat. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds and takes place in the 170-pound weight division. Introducing your combatants first. Fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Desmond Ford.
You just checked out a lot of welterweight action here at Caged Madness 27. We've got more welterweights coming your way. These guys, a lot less experienced. Desmond Ford, only his second fight. He's 0-1. He's coming to the cage right now. He'll be facing the debuting Kyle Kissel. So we'll see some relatively new talent here in the welterweight division here in Explosive Fight Promotions. It'll be great to see what they have to offer.
don't care. You can say something, but it's just on my account.
And his opponent, fighting in the blue corner, please welcome Kyle Kissel.
Kyle Kissel about to make his way into the cage for the very first time, taking on Desmond Ford, who's 0-1, as we have more welterweight action here at the beautiful Tadmor Shrine in Akron, Ohio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight of the evening is scheduled for 30-minute rounds that takes place in the 170-pound weight division. Your referee in charge of the action is Dan Mullins. Introducing your combats. First, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet tall, weighing at 169 pounds, with an MMA record of 0-1. Representing Impact Fight Club, he hails from East Liverpool, Ohio. Please welcome Desmond Ford. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting into the blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing at 168.5 pounds. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut inside this cage, representing Team Instigator. He hails from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Please welcome Kyle Kissel.
We are ready to go with welterweights here at Caged Madness 27 from Explosive Fight Promotions. Jeff Gorman here at the Tadmor Shrine in Akron. We've got Desmond Ford taking on Kyle Kissel. Ford is 0-1, and Kissel is fighting for the first time. Jumping right in with a kick is Ford, and he's going to grab the head of Kissel. Kissel fires back by backing him up against the cage. Both men going 100 miles an hour here, jockeying for position, battling for a takedown. Kissel comes out on top, starts throwing some lefts. Ford gets away, and they're back to their feet. Kissel throws a left. Ford dancing around as his corner calls for controlled aggression. Throwing out some leg kicks, but Kissel grabs him with a headlock takedown into side control. As this fight is at a very frenetic pace, Kissel able to get mount right now. He's going to try to bomb down. But no, Ford was able to buck him off before he could get into too much trouble. Now Ford is on top. Ford on top. And it's Kissel trying to get his defense set. Standing up and rather posturing up and landing a couple of nice shots is Desmond Ford. Kissel trying to control Ford. And he's getting those legs up, possibly looking for a triangle, but it's not really working as Ford is folding him up right now, looking for an arm lock. I'm hearing myself in the battling for position. They're both going for arm locks here as they're really tangled up with their arms and legs. Both almost in an upside down position. Kissel works it around to where he's on top in a regular position. Now he's got the mount. He's trying to land some shots, and he is. Lefts and rights, Ford covering up. He's getting blasted right now. Kissel finally getting the position he wants. Flipping over to his stomach is Desmond Ford. He's trying to dig the hooks in. Kissel is looking for a rear naked choke. Ford getting nailed here. Kissel still working for that rear naked choke. He's battling for it. Kissel still battling. Clamping it in right now. And now he's pounding away. Trying to squeeze Ford here. But Kissel's alternating with some shots as we near the end of round one. Ford not doing too good, but he's been able to avoid that rear naked choke attempt. Ford trying to fight his way out, but Kissel controls things as we end round one. Quite a wild battle, but when things settled down a little bit, it was Kissel, the newcomer, landing some good shots, getting a attempted rear naked choke. So I'm going to go ahead and give round one to Kyle Kissel out of Canton, Ohio. Kissel getting some advice from his corner, the team instigator, while Desmond Ford representing Impact Fight Club. Ford is out of East Liverpool, Ohio. As they're both getting some advice to see if round two can go a little better. It was kind of a wild, somewhat sloppy fight, as you might expect with these two. But we'll see who can get that controlled aggression. Maybe not go too crazy, but possibly land something with some solid impact. We'll see. Round two, about to get underway. Welterweights, Desmond Ford and Kyle Kissel, and we are underway. Ford and Kissel both keeping their hands up in a defensive boxing stance. Ford trying to get that left jab out there. Now Kissel's hands are a little bit down. We'll see if Ford can make it pay. Through the right, didn't land it. And then Kissel snaps off an overhand left that misses. Some good height on those kicks by Ford. The second one landed, and the third one almost landed. So Ford mixing it up a little bit with his strikes. Seems like Ford should probably stick to the strikes. Kissel went for a takedown, but Ford nicely sprawled out of the way. But now, Kissel's going for it, picks up both legs and takes him down. But Ford fires back with a guillotine attempt. Sometimes when you get that big, impressive slam, you leave your head open for a guillotine, but now Kissel's out of it. Kissel on top. He's got Kissel folded. Kissel is in trouble as an arm lock, and it's a win for Ford. Ford got the win. He can't believe it. He pulled that arm lock out of nowhere, and it's a tap-out victory. Amazing how that fight ended. Ford just got picked up and taken down. He went for the guillotine choke, but he found that arm and yanked on it with all his might. A really tough position for Kissel, and he had to tap out. Big victory for a jubilant Desmond Ford. We've got Brandon Poindexter about to head into the cage right now. This fight is going to be in the 155-pound division. That's lightweight. Brandon Poindexter at 8-9, taking on Josh Faison, who's 1-4. But both men coming off victories, even though they both have losing records. They've got positive momentum going, both of them. So we'll see who's going to come out with even more momentum after this fight.
Please welcome Josh Faison.
Tweet something about being on air.
Tweet something?
Oh, you didn't. What? You didn't plug this in.
What?
You didn't plug this in.
Oh, well, where's the thing? I plugged in down there. Where's the cord over here?
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds. It takes place in the 155-pound weight division. Your referee in charge of the action is Jerry Chris. Introducing your combatants first. Fighting out of the red corner, 75 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 151 pounds. A veteran of a 17 mixed martial arts contest. Representing Evolve MMA. He hails from the University of Akron, Ohio. Please welcome Brandon Bad Intentions Poindexter. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting into the blue corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing in at 153 pounds. 5 mixed martial arts bouts to his credit. Representing the MTC Hornets, he hails from Warren, Ohio. Please welcome Josh Faison.
Battle of the lightweights coming your way at Caged Madness 27. It is Brandon Poindexter out of the Evolve camp. He's from Akron, Ohio, taking on Josh Faison, representing the MTC Hornets. And we got fast action to kick things off as they battle in the middle of the cage. Both men throwing some shots, and Poindexter got caught. I'm not sure if he got caught low or got caught in the eye. We get a little bit of a break, and we're right back at it. Poindexter throwing some vicious shots, and Faison coming right back with some great kicks and knees. And Poindexter with a takedown. Both guys going rapid fire action. And right now it's Poindexter on top. He's in his corner getting some advice from the Evolve camp. Faison On his back, trying to escape here, and he's done a nice job getting back to his knees. Poindexter battling for position. He's got his arm, he's got his leg, everything all trapped up there. Poindexter keeping Faison from getting up, landing a nice knee there. So it was kind of wild, crazy action, but now Poindexter has grounded Faison a little bit and punished him with a couple of left hands. But Faison fighting right back, getting back to his feet. Poindexter's got him in a guillotine choke, trying to crank away here. Battling away with that guillotine, looking for a tap. Faison trying to squirm out of it. And down he goes, unable to get the tap out. But now Faison is on top here. Great job escaping trouble there by Faison. Poindexter was on our last show beating Jesse Iaquinta on a tap out in about 2 minutes. Of course, Faison with 4 losses, but then he got his first win, beating the very tough Chancellor Davidson. So both men with losing records, but positive momentum coming off wins. And now Faison trying to get something going while he's on top. Poindexter looking for a triangle from the bottom. He's cranking it in there. But Faison is just trying to punch his way out of it. Oh, he's going to tap. He got him with the triangle. Poindexter wins. Boy, oh boy, just when it looked like Faison was going to escape another submission hold, Poindexter stuck with it, and he got the tap to the triangle. And I'm going to go interview the winning Brandon Poindexter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a good time at 2 minutes, 18 seconds of round number 1 to your winner. By tap out due to a triangle choke, Brandon Poindexter.
Brandon Poindexter, congratulations. Back-to-back wins here in your hometown. What's behind the positive momentum that your career has right now?
I mean, I fight the best around here from PA, whatever, man. I do it all, man. I fight the best. I don't dodge anybody. I don't take any shortcuts. And that's why it's all paying off right now. I just let everybody know I appreciate everybody following me. If I am a subscribe, this is the last one. We're going pro, baby. Bad intentions.
Congratulations, Brandon Poindexter. 9-9 as amateur, and now he's going pro.
And once again, King Civic Center, the Shriners present the circus, benefiting all the children that the Shriners take care of across the country at one of their many Shriners hospitals. Come out, support a great cause, and have a wonderful evening with your family under the big top. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds and takes place in the 185-pound weight division. Introducing your combatants first. Fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Joshua Barbie.
Well, the action continues here at Caged Madness 27. We are having a fantastic time, calling some great fights. Brandon Poindexter, we just saw another impressive win with a tap out in his hometown of Akron, Ohio. And with 9-9, he makes the decision to turn pro. I think he's going to do very, very well. Now we move right along to the middleweights. That's 185. And we got a couple of guys who come in at 2-1. First, Josh Barbie coming in right now out of New Philadelphia, Ohio. He represents Extreme MMA and Fitness. He'll be taking on Steve the Nightmare Stalker out of Paynesville, Ohio, which is up by Lake Erie, up in Lake County. So we'll see what Josh Barbie and Steve Stalker can do. Try to get some positive momentum for themselves in the middleweight division. The winner will be 3-1.
Fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Steve Stalker.
So we're getting ready for Josh Barbie and Steve Stalker, middleweights, an explosive fight promotion. Very glad all of you could join us here on the live stream, Google+. I'd like to thank Jennifer for setting everything up for us and spreading the word about Caged Madness 27. All of our friends at the Sports Fix, Crib Tie Dough. It's been a good community effort to bring this show to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next fight of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds. It takes place in the 185-pound weight division. Your referee in charge of the action is Dan Maltz. Introducing your combatants first. Fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighing at 175.5 pounds. 3 mixed martial arts bouts, 2 victories against 1 defeat. Representing Extreme MMA and Fitness, he hails from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Please welcome Joshua Barbie. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting into the blue corner, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. 3 mixed martial arts bouts, 2 victories against 1 defeat. Representing Triple Threat MMA, he hails from Paynesville, Ohio. Please welcome Steve Stalker.
Middleweight action coming your way with Josh Barbie taking on Steve Stalker at Caged Madness 27. This is a very interesting physical matchup here. Of course, we've got a 185-pound weight limit. Stalker is right there at 185, but Barbie is 175.5, so almost a 10-pound weight difference here in favor of Stalker, but Barbie is 3 inches taller at 6'3". Both men battling it out in the center of the cage, trying to land a good shot or two. Stalker steps in. He got caught, but he backs Barbie up against the cage. Stalker trying to bull Barbie up against the cage. Barbie trying to grab a leg, but he landed a nice shot to the back. Pick up and a takedown. Nice job there by Stalker. Backing him up against the cage. Whoa! Stalker picks him up and slams him down again. Barbie tries to grab the head, but to no avail. And Stalker is using that weight advantage to slam Barbie around. Trying to go for one more time, perhaps. Barbie throws a knee. His back is up against the cage. And now landing some more knees to the leg. Barbie trying to neutralize Stalker's wrestling here, but now Stalker has him on the back and lands a couple shots to the head. Trying to grab him from behind, trying to take the back is Stalker. Looking for a rear naked choke. He's trying to sink it in. He's really got his body on top of Barbie, trying to keep Barbie from escaping here, just smothering him. But Barbie does a nice job using that 6'3" frame to get out of trouble. And Barbie's right back in this thing. Stalker looking for an arm lock, but Barbie just picked him up and dropped him, and now Barbie landing some good lefts. His arm is still trapped, his right arm, but his left hand is doing some damage. Now, Barbie moving into side control here, trying to push Stalker up against the fence. And Stalker not panicking, he's thinking what he's going to do next as he's looking for an escape. Barbie lands a couple more shots with that free left arm. This is looking good for Barbie here. He's got Stalker controlled and he's landing some good punches. He's been able to neutralize what Stalker was doing before with a couple of great, impressive takedowns. And Barbie may be turning this round around for himself. Stalker is upside down right now, trying to get out of this position as we near the end of round one. Barbie floats over. And that's it. That's the end of round one. So, a very interesting round. Stalker really had things going his way to start things off with a couple of big takedowns, but Barbie looked great at the end of the round, really controlling Stalker, keeping him from going anywhere and landing some good punches. So I'm going to call that first round even. This should be an interesting round two. It's going to be interesting to see which of these men can take the advantage they had in the first round and translate it, do more of it in the second round. Stalker showing some impressive wrestling, and then Barbie coming back with some good control and some good punches at the end of round one. Stalker is pumped up. He's ready for round two. Barbie getting some last-second advice from his team at Extreme MMA and Fitness. And here we go. Stalker representing Triple Threat. A nice leg kick. Actually, I should say a body kick by Stalker to kick things off. And Barbie fires back, and he got drilled with a punch, and down he goes. Stalker landed a great left to the jaw, and he's following up with right. Hammering away. Barbie's in trouble. He's trying to cover up. Stalker continues to hammer away. He nailed it with a great-looking left. And Barbie getting out of trouble, but now Stalker looking for the arm. He's looking for an arm bar, but now Barbie's lifting him up and dropping him on his head. He did that last time, and now he did it twice more. Stuck in an arm lock, Barbie drops him on his head. Showing a ton of power to just pick up Stalker's entire body. That'll take the starch out of you. Barbie on top right now. Both men with some very impressive stuff early here in round two. Stalker's not out of this at all. He's landing some right hands to the head. Stalker in a bit of a north-south position here, although, and now he was looking for an armbar, but now Barbie taking control, but Stocker has things going his way from the bottom. He's looking for a triangle from the bottom. Stocker trying to use those big legs, but no, Barbie able to get out of it. Barbie hammering down. This has been a really good fight. Barbie landing some good rights on the mat. He's just methodically pounding away, and Stocker having a hard time getting away. Barbie taking his time, mixing it up, and now attacking the body. What a great back and forth fight this has been. Now, Stocker rolls over, and now he's on top. Stocker takes side control and lands some lefts. This has been quite a war. Barbie tries to kick him off, but it doesn't work. Stocker continuing to try to do damage from side control. He shows some good wrestling. He's shown some good jiu-jitsu. And now trying to turn this round in his favor. Looking for an Americana. Barbie using his legs to grasp the head of Stocker. A great escape by Barbie with his legs. And Barbie on his back, hammering away at the midsection of Stocker. Almost done with round two, which has been a wild back and forth affair. Stocker gets his head free. And that's the end of round two. What a great fight. Very entertaining middleweight battle between Josh Barbie and Steve Stocker. Both men are 2-1. Both men have looked very good. They keep countering each other's moves, landing some big shots, some impressive moves, submission attempts. We're really seeing a lot of everything from both men. It's way too close to call. It's all going to come down to round three. Interesting to see what we're going to see in round three. It's been very impressive for both men. We'll see if somebody has a big move, a big Hail Mary. But I think both men need to keep doing what they're doing. Keep landing their shots, going for their submissions. I don't think either man has to come in desperate. Just keep doing what you're doing and see if it works. All I got to say is so far the judges have to be having a hard time picking a winner. Round three. Here we go. Josh Barbie, Steve Stocker. In the middle of the cage, they both throw leg kicks. Stocker got a little off balance, and Barbie charged in, backing Stocker up against the cage. Now this is where Barbie needs to use that size, take him down. Went for sort of a judo trip there with a headlock, and he's been able to take Stocker off his feet. Stocker close to taking the back now of Barbie, and he's landing some right hands. Stocker ended up in pretty good position here. And now it's looking really good for Stocker. He's got his back. Stocker battling away on Barbie, asking if Barbie can improve his position, and the ref is going to stop it and give it to Barbie. Rather just Stocker. Stocker wins. Barbie could not improve his position. That's what the ref was calling for. He said, improve your position. He's not going to let him get beat forever. Barbie wasn't getting out of it, so the ref stopped it. So just like that, Steve Stocker is your winner on a third round TKO. I'm going to go interview our winner, Steve Stocker.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I love that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 58 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by TKO, Steve.
Congratulations, Steve Stocker. That was a great fight. Seems like a fight that both men could learn from. What was your strategy coming out at the end that worked for you in round 3?
Just beat me around the ground and stuff. Up top, I can reach out here. Give me a good head, stung me a little bit, but give it all like back here, man.
Worked for it real good. It seemed like you really weren't panicking in there. Even though you got taken down, you ended up in a very good position to finish the fight.
Point is, stay relaxed. Until I pretty much did, I just did all I got there around and couldn't all stop me.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
I want to thank my family, my girlfriend's family, and my friends. My 2 boys from Mark, Jeff, and here. You owe me some Mr. Hero later, Jeff.
All right, sounds like a plan. He's 3-1. Your winner tonight is Steve Stocker.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, donate outside to the burn hospitals. It goes to a great cause. Also, make sure you purchase your raffle ticket this evening for grand prize, a Super Glide Custom brought to you by the Greater Akron Motorcycle Club. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds that takes place in the 170-pound weight division. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Donnie Cameron.
This is one of our most anticipated fights of the night. Coming up here in the welterweight division, that's 170. We've got Donnie Cameron at 9-5-1, taking on Chico Bays at 6-3. This is one you wrote about, right? David McKinney, who's right here, wrote a good article about that. As Cameron, both these guys have been off for quite a while. This is going to be the first fight in almost a year for Donnie Cameron. Chico Bays with his first fight in 17 months. So both guys coming off a long layoff, as David McKinney taught us in this article. And it's going to be interesting to see what they can do here. They both have very good records. Cameron at 9-5-1 and Bays at 6-3. Last time we saw Donnie Cameron, it was the main event of Caged Madness 23, which was in February of 2013 at Pronio Sports in Akron. He lost that fight to Josh Lasich. And it's going to be interesting to see what he can do against Bays, who brings a lot of interesting style. He's got Taekwondo, he's got boxing. So we'll see what Chico Bays at 6-3 can do against Donnie Cameron.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It takes place in the 70-pound weight division. Your referee in charge of the action is Jerry Chris. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing in at 167 pounds. His mixed martial arts record, 9 victories, 5 defeats with 1 draw. Representing Team CMA. He hails from Greenville, Pennsylvania. Please welcome Donnie Cameron. He's coming across the cage to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing in at 170 pounds. 9 mixed martial arts contests, 6 victories against 3 defeats. Representing a Ronin Training Center, he hails from the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Please welcome Chico Bay.
One of our marquee matchups coming your way in the welterweight division, Donnie Cameron against Chico Bays. Explosive Fight Promotions Caged Madness 27. Jeff Gorman here bringing you the action as Cameron and Bays are ready to go. Both men with impressive winning records and a nice left hand there by Bays. He's got Cameron backed up against the fence. Both men throwing knees. And Cameron taking Bays down right now, trying to get into a more dominant position, but Bays is fighting him every inch of the way. Cameron grabbing the head of Bays and softening up the side, takes him down, looking for a guillotine here. Cameron on his back, but he's working for the guillotine on Bays. Both men with winning records. Cameron 9-5-1, Bays is 6-3, but both men have been out of action for a long time. It's been 11 months since we've seen Cameron and 17 months since Bays has been in there. So they're both wailing away right now. And back to the feet, and a big left by Bays. Back with a right, throwing some major shots. Bays decking Cameron with a couple more good shots there, but Cameron stays on his feet. They are not afraid to take some punches here, as those guys are just ready to throw. Whoa, Cameron sort of lost his balance there, and Bays stepped in and tried to make him pay for it, but now he's back. Bays moving in, and Cameron shoves him off. This has really turned into a striking battle here. And that's the way Bays likes it, although he's going to go for a takedown, and he gets it. Chico Bays with a takedown. He's on top of Donnie Cameron right now. Trying to posture up and land some lefts. He got a good one in there. And another one. This is working for Chico Bays. Bays taking his time, looking for a couple of more openings there, and this is working very well. Cameron having a hard time getting back to his feet. Whoa! Bays is just holding him at bay and then slamming him with punches. And now Bays coming from the other side. Coming from Cameron's left side and stepping inside. He's got good mount position here, and he's going to try to land some more major shots. Cameron's corner asking him to buck him off, but it's not working. Now he's trying to go out the back door, trying to use his feet to climb up the cage and get out of trouble, but it's not working. And now going for an armbar submission is Bays. He's working for the armbar. Cameron's in trouble, but he's able to turn in and avoid the pressure. And he's able to survive round one. Boy, oh boy. Chico Bays looking very impressive for most of that round, and Cameron really had a hard time in there, but he was able to hang in there. What's that? Oh, really? Ouch. And our crack journalist David McKinney here pointing out that Cameron's toe is dislocated. We saw him sort of stepping around and jumping around gingerly. I wasn't sure what happened. I don't know if he tweaked his knee or something like that, but that's the problem. His toe is bent out of position. And we'll see if somebody can help him get it back in position. And Cameron, they're trying to tend to his toe while he gets some advice from his corner. Chico Bay's looking good in that first round. We'll see if Cameron can continue. He's trying to put his toe back into shape. It is dislocated. And that's obviously going to put him at a disadvantage. You don't need me to tell you that. When 9 of your toes are in line and one of them's out of line, that's going to bother you in any walk of life, let alone if you're in a fight. And now Cameron asking for them to mop up some water in the ring before he's ready to start round 2. Not a bad idea. Got to make sure the mat's not slippery. But Cameron's pumped now. He's ready to go. Round 2 underway. Chico Bays and Donnie Cameron. Round 1 went to Bays. Throwing some shots, both men. Bays tries to pull him up against the cage. Picks him up and slams him. Side first with a nice takedown. And Chico Bays trying to stick with the script from round 1. Get Cameron down and hammer away. That worked well the first time. Cameron trying to stand up, and he's going to tap out. Whoa! Chico Bays working for a guillotine, kind of turned it into a neck crank, and that was it. It was enough to get the tap out. A big win for Chico Bays. He's now 7-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 31 seconds of round number 2. Your winner, by tap out due to a guillotine choke, Chico Bays.
Congratulations, Chico Bays. Like to make an introduction here?
This is Davis, he beat on 7 minutes for more.
Congratulations, came out and saw Daddy get the win, 7-3 now. What was it like to get back in the cage after so long out of the cage?
A little rest, team came up a little high, but glad to get a victory.
Seems like you weren't really bringing rest to these guys set up down. It seems like you're able to do what you want to do as a very tough opponent. You kept coming, even though his toe was messed up.
Yeah, he kept coming, and I think it was his first, so kudos to him.
All right, well, anyone else you want to thank?
Thanks and happy birthday to my girl. Thank you to all the family and friends who came out. Thank Definition for my workout music. To everybody in general, the fans, Donnie's friends and family who came out to support him.
All right, congratulations, Chico Bays is the winner.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Kansas Civic Center is home to the circus, sponsored by the Shriners. It is their big event of the year, raising money for all of our Shriner hospitals across the nation. We'd like to thank Legend Sports Bar and Grill, Your Fight Clothing, Intimidation Clothing, Unseen Automatic Clothing and MMA, Cop Diesel, and Bud Light. Make sure you donate outside to the Burn Hospitals and buy your raffle ticket to the Greater Akron Motorcycle Gloves raffle. The grand prize, a Super Glide Custom. Come back here February 2nd for $12.50 for the Super Bowl party, and every Friday, best fish fry in town. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 3 rounds and takes place in the 135-pound weight division. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Darnell Pettis.
This is going to be a fight for the Explosive Fight Promotions Bantamweight Interim Belt. Actually, it is Darnell Pettis coming in at 137. Colt Gross coming in at 140. And this match has been sanctioned for the interim belt, so someone's going to walk out of here with the gold. Darnell Pettis, he's coming out here with a ton of crowd support. He's got 2 entire tables just for him. Taking on the Ghost, Colt Gross. Out of Zanesville, he was very impressive 2 shows ago. Our first one here back in June, Caged Madness 25, as Colt Gross beat Tanner Marat with the guillotine choke in just 53 seconds. And now Gross has a chance to get some gold around his waist if he can beat Darnell Pettis, who is 6-3. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and on the line, the EFP Interim 135-pound belt. For the full charge of the action is Dan Balls.
George Phillips in the ring, giving us our championship ring introduction.
75 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in 137 pounds. 9 mixed martial arts contest, 6 victories against 3 defeats. He is an independent fighter and hail from East Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome This is going to test the cage to the right. Fighting in the blue corner. Standing 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing at 114 pounds. 4 mixed martial arts contests, 3 victories against 1 defeat. Representing Team TCF, he is from Zanesville, Ohio. Please welcome Colt Go!
This is our co-main event for Caged Madness 27. Jeff Gorman here calling the action as Darnell Pettis at 6-3 is about to take on the Ghost, Colt Gross, who is 3-1, and the Explosive Fight Promotions interim belt, bantamweight belt I should say, is on the line. The tie-up, Pettis trying to back Gross against the cage. Gross fighting his way out. Battling for position here as Gross has a good Muay Thai clinch around the head and he's not letting it go. He's not letting it go and he's not going down. It's just a battle for position here. Pettis trying to soften up Gross to get loose from this grip. Pettis, a very active fighter. He had 6 fights just last year and here he is on our very first show here in January fighting again. There's the trip and the takedown. Pettis, nicely done. And now he's trying to assert control on Gross, but Gross is hanging on really tight to that Muay Thai clinch, trying to prevent Pettis from doing anything with this position. Pettis with some shots to the body and now trying to keep Gross from escaping. And just trying to drop Gross's body onto the canvas and softening him up with more punches. First to the body, then to the head. Battling toward the door of the cage. Pettis on top. Gross playing some strong defense here. And finally able to turn him over and get top position. Gross looking to posture up here as Pettis pulling guard and possibly pulling a triangle. He's looking for the triangle. Trying to hook it in. Pettis looking for a triangle choke as the Ghost fires away, tries to battle his way out of it. The Ghost trying to get that head out of there. Pettis is still going for the triangle, but he can't get it. The Ghost escaped, as Ghosts are wont to do. Gross inside control right now. Hammering down. He's in a good spot right now. He's got Pettis down on the mat. Let's see what he can do with it. Landing a couple rights to the head. And now trying to get that leg over. He's got the mount, but Pettis, noticing that, deftly escapes. And now he takes the top position and starts pounding down. Pettis was not going to be mounted. And now he's hammering Gross from behind. Wailing away on the head with about 4 punches that Ghost did not see. And now Pettis takes top position. We're nearing the end of a frenetic round 1. Pettis trying to spread his body out, keeping Gross from escaping, and that's it for round 1. Very good battle. They know what's at stake. The gold on the line, the interim bantamweight belt. Darnell Pettis, 6-3, had some very good exchanges in there. Gross, not quite as flashy, but he had some very good position on offense and defense, and he got some good shots in as well. I'm going to give Pettis a bit of an advantage. Not by much, but I'm going to give Pettis round 1. Hey, David, what do you think about round 1? That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was a good back and forth first round. I thought it was interesting to see Pettis, normally a striker, going for that triangle there in the middle of the first round and almost got it. But Colt Gross, the wrestler, did a good job escaping out. And back and forth first round, I gave it to Pettis, though, in a close first round.
Okay, so David McKinney and I both have Darnell Pettis up 10-9 after 1 round. Interesting to see what Gross is going to do. He's 3-1. He's going to have to land some kind of high-impact move or maybe really use his wrestling, as David mentioned. to come up with a win here. Round 2. Set to go here for the interim bantamweight belt. Pettis and Gross. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Pettis and Gross. Pettis coming in with some leg kicks here, trying to mix it up with the striking, and Gross firing right back. He's not backing down. Pettis drilled him with a good left to the face, and now goes downstairs and back upstairs. Pettis mixing up the strikes very well, but Gross coming back again. Pettis is outstriking Gross in volume and accuracy, but Gross is not backing down. Pettis leading with that leg kick one more time, and now lands a couple more good shots. Boy, Gross got stung that time, and now he's taking some shots, and that's going to be it. The ref steps in and stops it. Pettis gets the win and the title. Very good fight. Darnell Pettis just stunned him with a left to the jaw, and then he started landing those knees, and Gross was still stunned. He was not able to defend himself, and the ref stopped it. We've got a new interim bantamweight champion, and it's Darnell Pettis. I will go interview the new champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 57 seconds of round number 2. The winner by TKO, and now the interim 135-pound hauler, Darnell Caged Madness.
The new champ, Darnell Pettis, congratulations on your win. Did you know that you were going to have to go to the ground a little more than usual against a wrestler like Gross? It seems like you're taking a lot of fights too. That seems to be helping as well. Tell us a little bit about all this great crowd support you got today. Oh my God, we're in the front row. Let's sit up! Come on, please! Thank you, everybody out there coming out. Feels so good. All right, congratulations. Your new interim bantamweight champion is Darnell Pettis.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, before our main event, we'd like to remind you of the Super Bowl party, February 2nd. Food drinks available right here at the Shrine Temple. $12.50 to get in. And for $9 every Friday, the best fish fry in Northeast Ohio. Make sure you support the Circus and the Shriners March 21st through the 23rd at the Canton Civic Center. It raises money for all of our Shriner hospitals throughout the nation. We'd like to thank Legend Sports Bar, Your Fight Clothing, Intimidation Clothing, Unseen Armando Clothing, and MMA, Cock Diesel, and Bud Light. Make sure you purchase your raffle ticket from the Greater Akron Motorcycle Club. The grand prize, a custom Super Glide. And please donate to our burn hospitals. We'd like to thank the Ohio Athletic Commission for all their support, and most importantly for you fans for coming out once again to support Explosive Fight Promotions and Caged Madness 7. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 3-minute rounds, and on the line, the 145-pound championship. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting into the red corner, please welcome Jarrell Hodge.
Getting ready for our main event here at Caged Madness 27. It's for the featherweight title. Jarrell Hodge at 9-1, taking on the Wolverine Ethan Goss at 4-2. This should be a great fight. It's going to cap off a wonderful night of action at Caged Madness 27. This has been an outstanding show, and really looking forward to the main event. Thanks for joining us all over the country and all over the world.
Fighting into the blue corner, please welcome Ethan Goss.
If I can, yeah. Ethan Goss making his way to the cage for the main event, going after the featherweight title. He is from State College, PA, fighting out of Titan Fitness. And his opponent, the Thundercat, Jarrell Hodge, is from Cleveland. He fights out of Evolve in Medina, Ohio. Let's get ready to go to my colleague, George Phillips.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the evening. And it's going for 3-minute rounds, and on the line, the vacant 145-pound championship. This title bout is sanctioned by the Ohio State Athletic Commission. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in a 10-point must system. John Belts, Justin Fuller, and Mike Berry. And once the cage door locks, your referee in charge of the action is Jerry Chris. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing at 142 pounds. 10 mixed martial arts contest, 9 victories against 1 defeat. Representing Evolve MMA, he was from the rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome to Thundercat. Across the cage to my right, fighting into the blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing at 145 pounds. 6 mixed martial arts contest, 4 victories against 2 defeats. Representing Titan Fitness, he is from State College, Pennsylvania. Please welcome the Wolverine, Ethan Goss. Referee Jerry Chris with your championship instruction.
Here come the championship instructions for our main event. This is it, the featherweight title on the line in our main event. Jarrell Hodge, the Thundercat, taking on Ethan Goss, the Wolverine. And someone's going to come out of this scrap with the 145-pound title. Jeff Gorman bringing to the action for Explosive Fight Promotions in the main event of Caged Madness 27. We are underway. Goss landing a left to the head to start things off. Getting that right jab out there, but Hodge comes back with a nice right to the jaw himself. Up against the cage. Goss looking for a takedown. And he sort of gets it as Hodge dropped to his knee, but he went behind, and now he's trying to get position from behind. Jarrell Hodge working on the back, while Goss is got a hold on his left arm and trying to neutralize it. As we have somewhat of a stalemate in the middle of the ring. Hodge gets that right arm going and starts landing shots on Goss. Goss, we got a scramble, and Hodge looking for the back. He was almost completely suspended on Goss's back and went for a takedown, and he's got him up in the air and down. Wow. A superb takedown by Jarrell Hodge, and now he's in top position. Ethan Goss, the Wolverine, pulling guard here. Hodge with an impressive record of 9-1 out of the Evolve team. He fights out of Cleveland. Ethan Goss from State College, PA is 4-2, fighting for Titan Fitness. Hodge in his own corner, getting instructions. He's stacking on top of Goss right now. But Goss, using those long legs, trying to alleviate the pressure here as he has a 4-inch height advantage on Jarrell Hodge. Hodge is 5'6". Goss is 5'10". Right now, Hodge, top position, but the guard for Goss is working very well. He's neutralizing that offense. And the ref might end up standing him up, and yes, that's exactly what he's going to do. About 35 seconds left in round 1, and we're going for a stand-up. Backing Hodge against the cage is Ethan Goss. He lands a nice knee to the stomach. Down to the final 20 seconds. Both men looking for a takedown to end this first round on a positive note. Can they get it? They're battling for it. I guess you'd call that a draw. They both kind of took each other down. Round 1 nearing an end. A nice right. And there's the air horn of doom to end round 1. Pretty evenly matched. Jarrell Hodge and Ethan Goss. with the featherweight belt on the line here at the Tadmore Shrine in Akron, Ohio. It's Caged Madness 27, our 14th and final bout of the night. I'm going to go ahead and give that one to Jarrell Hodge. Not by a whole lot, but he seemed to have a little bit more control. He had things going his way in the corner. What would you say there, David? I don't mean to interrupt your tweeting, but what did you say about round one, David?
Yeah, I thought the first half of the first round was all Jarrell Hodge, and then it looked like Ethan Goss kind of turned it around there a little bit in the last 45 seconds or so after the referee set him up.
Who would you give round one to?
Definitely Jarrell Hodge. He had a big slam, opened up a big runner for Goss's left eye.
Yeah, that slam was really beautiful. It's quite a big exclamation point. So I would also go with Jarrell Hodge winning round one. Got my hand stamped, so if I go to the car, I can come back. They'll let me in. Even though I'm dressed like this. Not everybody's dressed like this. They'll have to take my word for it that I'm an announcer. Here we go for round two. Featherweight championship bout. Jarrell Hodge had the advantage in round one. We'll see if the Wolverine, and he's even got the mutton chop facial hair like the Wolverine, can come back. And he starts right off with a leg kick. He's going to be swinging in there. That was a nice body kick by Goss. Hodge pushes him up against the cage right in front of us, looking for a takedown, scoops him up, gets him off his feet again, and Goss tries to block it, but down he goes. Didn't go down with as much force as he did in round one, but Hodge picking up the bigger man, the guy who's 4 inches taller than him, suspending him and then driving him down. And now, looking for the back here is Hodge, trying to sink in those hooks as he's got another good position here on Ethan Goss. Actually, he's going to try to drop some bombs from behind. But Goss is blocking them. Looking for an opening is Jarrell Hodge, as Goss is in a very bad position right now with Hodge riding on his back. And he doesn't know when those punches are coming. Hodge continues to assert his control from the back. Looks like he's going to try to punch it out here. Nailing Goss with punches to the midsection. And Goss needs to find some avenue of escape. It's not working so far. He's struggling. Hodge having a hard time getting exactly what he wants done due to the tenacity of the Wolverine. But still, he's got things going his way. He's got the right arm corralled in an arm lock. Takes him over a little bit. And landing some punches. So Hodge is doing pretty much what he wants to do. Well, he's able to do something, even if it's not exactly what he wants to do. Completely neutralizing the offense of the Wolverine. Hodge continues to work on the right arm while maintaining control from the back. Going for the featherweight title. He's got a 9-1 record. And Goss is going to have to find a way out because this round is really not going his way. Hodge taking his time, continuing to work on that arm, and Goss finally able to escape, lands a good right at the very end of the round, and lands another one, postures up, and several rights, but he's running out of time in this round, and it's over. So, Goss landing 7 or 8 nice punches, but almost the entire rest of the round went to Jarrell Hodge. Well, Jarrell Hodge is coming closer and closer to being our new featherweight champion. He's got a very tough opponent here in Ethan Goss. Goss was on the defensive for most of that round. Hodge just relentless with his assault, battling for the arm, landing punches from behind, completely dominating and controlling Goss. Goss managed to fight back for the last 10 seconds and looked good in doing so, but 95% of that round went to Jarrell Hodge. I've got him comfortably in control, 20-18. So Ethan Goss is going to have to finish Jarrell Hodge, because if he doesn't, Hodge is going to win this fight. And the belt. Here we go. This is the final round of the evening. The title's on the line, and Goss is going for it. He's throwing everything he can at Hodge, lefts and rights. He landed a good right that time. Hodge trying to battle back, but Goss looked really good. But now Hodge trying to neutralize him. Controlling him from behind. Down on the mat. Possibly trying to sink in a rear naked choke. No, he gets free, and he's going to land some more punches. This is not looking good for Goss. Hodge continues to control things from behind, landing some more nice punches. Trying to lock in a rear naked choke. He's got it! He's got the rear naked choke and a tap, and Jarrell Hodge is the new champion. The fans explode, a big win, and Jarrell Hodge is the champ. I'm going to go interview him, our new Explosive Fight Promotions featherweight champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 14.9 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by tap out, you know, a rear naked choke, and the new 155-pound champion, Thundercat Hodge.
Congratulations! A big victory and a new featherweight champion. I know it's not a cool list. Ethan Goss, a very tough fighter, still you were able to get a lot of stuff done with boxing. What was your strategy coming into this fight? I know he was started. Team worked out really well. Talk about the finish when we're going for the punches, and when did you decide to stop on the rear naked choke? I decided to stop when I see his hands go out, and I put his chin on the choke, and just put some ticket and look for it. Over here, you got your fan support as well. This is me and my boy Darnell Pettis. You want to go tonight? Fans over here. Take a picture with us tonight, so come on up and take pictures, y'all. All right, guys, the audience participation. Congratulations to the new featherweight champ, Jarrell Hodge.
Everybody, we thank all of you for coming out this evening. Check out our website, Explosive Fight Promotions.com for information about our next show. Drive safe, everyone, and good night.
All right, let's wrap it up. A super night of fights, explosive fight promotions, totally outdoing itself at Cage Madness 27. 14 great fights. We have a couple of new champions, Darnell Pettis and Jarrell Hodge. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. I'd like to thank David McKinney for helping us out with a little bit of expert analysis. Got to follow him at MMA McKinney. And I'd also like to thank my beautiful wife Jennifer for all of her help setting up the Google Hangout and getting everybody connected on Facebook and Twitter. And also for all of her love and support as I celebrate 20 years as an announcer. It's a great show to do it on. Thank you very much, and looking forward to a lot more coming your way. This is Jeff Gorman saying so long, and we'll see you next time. All right. I don't know how do we I don't know how to just okay. Yeah, that would be great. Hopefully do that. Thinking about card case, maybe needs any Sure thing, bro.
You've been announcing for 20 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Wrestling and MMA.
Yeah, I know. I saw some of your stuff on YouTube.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I saw you used to do like Ring of Honor wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm like a casual wrestling fan. Aware of it. I don't really follow it a lot. My roommate has tickets to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, nice. That's right. It's in Pittsburgh, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. I've been to
That's the one.
Cleveland and I've never been to a Royal Rumble. Wow.
That's the one that I would like if I would go to a pay-per-view. I would like to go to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's so much fun because you never know who's going to come out and give you so much fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I got to work with Daniel Bryan and ROH. Punk stayed at our house once when he was just kind of starting out.
So you're from the Chicago area originally?
No, I'm from here, but I went to school in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So I used to go to the shows and I would sit up in the top.